Bring back airport reality shows. This shit was gold. So if you don't know, Southwest Airlines had a reality show about like 20 years ago. And it's like watching police body cam footage, but like so much better. So this episode we meet Tammy, and oh my god, I've never seen a woman who looks more like a Tammy in my life. She was recently mugged, so she's gonna be moving herself from California to Arizona. So I check in Tammy's causing like a whole scene. So Liz, who's a manager, comes in to help deal with it. So she's trying to move a table and chairs, get those on the flight, and then bring those to Arizona. But Southwest Airlines actually did a really shitty job of packing it, which like does not surprise me. And the bag that they gave her has a hole in it, so there's a whole issue, so she can't check in, whatever. And even Liz admits, she's like, yeah, this was not packaged correctly. However, this would be her 4th item that she's bringing on the plane. So they have to figure this all out, but she's like, I gotta get to my flight. Tammy does seem like the kind of person that would wait like 30 minutes before boarding to even get to the airport. I'm like a 3-hour kind of girl. So she turns to Liz and she's like, I'm just gonna leave that there and I'm gonna go make my flight. And Liz is like, no, you actually can't do that. We have to have you here because this is your 4th item. And at this point, Tammy's doing a whole lot of like hooting and hollering. She's like, are you hearing me? And Liz is like, yep, I can hear you loud and clear, and so can everyone else. So to check this bag, it's gonna be a $50 fee, and this sends Tammy through the roof. So Tammy again starts going off. She's like, I'm not paying $50, whatever. And Liz is like, can you just lower your voice? And Tammy's like, why the hell would I do that? And Liz is like, because it's not necessary. I'm literally standing right in front of you. I love it when people in customer service give the same exact attitude back to their customers. I think you should just be able to match it. So then finally Tammy decides like, I'm just gonna carry this on. Liz is like, no, you're not. You won't be able to do that. And Tammy's like, watch me. So with all this shit, Tammy did miss her flight. She's on standby, which we already know. Standby just goes so messy on the show. So at the gate, she, for whatever reason, just wants to leave all of her stuff with the gate agent, and he's like, no, like, you do have to stay here with your stuff. And so he's trying to like help her with getting everything like repackaged and all set. And she's like, you Southwest employees are not helpful at all. And then he goes, you convinced me to help you, so I'm helping you. You won. And she's like, oh no, this isn't a competition. Like there's no winning. And he goes, no, like you're right. You're right about everything. Because he just knows like, I just have to give her this fucking attitude so that this lady leaves me alone. So she finally boards the flight, and we think that this is all behind us. Except then security is called to remove her off of the flight. Oh shit, it's getting real. No, apparently she went to the bathroom before the flight took off and then was not following, you know, the flight attendant's instructions. It's very unclear, but I think the funniest thing is that she's standing there with her ice cream. Like, when did you have time to get that? So a supervisor comes over because Tammy's pissed off. She's like, okay, well, you can't board this flight, okay? Like, they took you off of it, but there's another flight in 20 minutes that we can get you on. And my question is, how many fucking flights do they have to Phoenix that day? But then the worst possible thing that the Southwest employee says, like, comes out of her mouth to Tammy, you're gonna have to take control of your emotions, which I feel like saying that to someone will just allow them to not take control of their emotions. Tammy's like, I wasn't yelling. Supervisor's like, we have a different story personally, but sure, whatever you want to believe. So any possible ounce of respect that we could have possibly had left for Tammy just goes out the window because she goes, this place is insert our word. And they let her board. I would have been like, hey, so the Avis is actually down the road. You're gonna want to go there and then just rent a car and then drive back. I don't know. I personally think that they were way too nice with her. What do you think? Sydney out.